Mastering questionnaire development skills. Their questionnaire data is a ticking time bomb of errors waiting to devastate their research. What potential sources of error might their questionnaire data collection process be susceptible to, and what strategies will they employ to identify and mitigate these errors in order to ensure the accuracy and reliability of their results? Questionnaire data collection is a crucial step in the research process, and it is susceptible to various sources of error that can compromise the accuracy and reliability of the results. Therefore, it is essential to identify and mitigate these errors to ensure the quality of the data collected. One potential source of error is respondent error, which occurs when respondents provide inaccurate or incomplete information. This can happen due to various reasons such as lack of understanding of the questions, inability to recall information, or deliberate misrepresentation. To mitigate respondent error, it is essential to ensure that the questionnaire is well designed, clear, and concise, with simple and unambiguous language. This can be achieved by pilot testing the questionnaire with a small group of respondents to identify and refine any problematic questions. Another potential source of error is interviewer error, which occurs when the interviewer influences the respondent's answers or records the answers incorrectly. This can happen due to reasons such as inadequate training, bias, or inattention. To mitigate interviewer error, it is essential to provide comprehensive training to interviewers, ensuring that they understand the questionnaire and the data collection process. Interviewers should also be monitored and evaluated regularly to ensure that they are following the protocols correctly. Mode effects are another potential source of error, which occur when the method of data collection affects the responses. For example, respondents may respond differently to online surveys compared to paper-based surveys. To mitigate mode effects, it is essential to ensure that the data collection methods are consistent across all respondents and that any differences in modes are taken into account during data analysis. Data entry errors are also a potential source of error, which occur when data is entered incorrectly into the database. This can happen due to reasons such as typo errors, incorrect coding, or incorrect data formatting. To mitigate data entry errors, it is essential to implement data validation checks and verification procedures to ensure that the data is entered accurately and consistently. Sampling errors are another potential source of error, which occur when the sample is not representative of the target population. This can happen due to reasons such as biased sampling frames, inadequate sample sizes, or non-response. To mitigate sampling errors, it is essential to ensure that the sampling frame is comprehensive and up-to-date, and that the sample size is adequate to represent the target population. Social desirability bias is also a potential source of error, which occurs when respondents provide answers that they think are socially acceptable rather than their true opinions. To mitigate social desirability bias, it is essential to ensure that respondents are assured of confidentiality and anonymity, and that the questionnaire is designed to minimize the risk of bias. In addition to identifying these potential sources of error, it is essential to employ strategies to mitigate them. Some strategies that can be employed include 1. Implementing quality control checks. Regular quality control checks should be implemented to ensure that the data is collected and entered correctly. 2. Conducting pilot testing. Pilot testing the questionnaire with a small group of respondents can help identify and refine any problematic questions. 3. Providing comprehensive training. Comprehensive training should be provided to interviewers and data collectors to ensure that they understand the questionnaire and the data collection process. 4. Using multiple modes of data collection. Using multiple modes of data collection, such as online and paper-based surveys, can help to mitigate mode effects. 5. Implementing data validation checks. Data validation checks should be implemented to ensure that the data is entered accurately and consistently. 6. Using statistical methods. Statistical methods, such as data weighting and imputation, can be used to adjust for sampling errors and non-response. 7. Ensuring respondent confidentiality and anonymity. Ensuring respondent confidentiality and anonymity can help to mitigate social desirability bias. By identifying and mitigating these potential sources of error, researchers can ensure the accuracy and reliability of their results, and increase the validity of their findings.